Hello, everyone. It is Comrade for Comrade Chasing. We are going live very quickly here. There's a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning in Texas near Seymour. It's about to hit the town, I believe. Was not planning on going live, but we are going live now because it is heading towards a populace. Let me just get the screen up here for you all real quick. Share screen. All right. So here's what we're looking at. We have a large tornado according to chasers. This is approaching the town or city of Seymour, Texas. You can see your usual hook echo right, practically paralleling Route 82 here in Texas. Here's your rotation, obviously. This is a very strong rotation. Sorry, I'm also looking at Max Velocity's live stream. Um I didn't know there was a PDS until about a minute ago. So we have this very strong couplet here near Red Springs heading into the city of Seymour. There is a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. Large and extremely dangerous tornado is located near Red Springs, moving east at 20 miles an hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Uh, Damaging tornado radar indicated rotation button. Multiple chasers, I believe, have already said that this is on the ground, and I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, this is very strong rotation here. This is heading right into the area of Seymour, in Texas, and actually, it looks like there might be another bout of rotation there. That could also be contamination too. Uh, Yeah, so we have this tornado warning cell is now approaching Seymour. It's probably already in Seymour. It's 7, no, 6:52 over there. So it's probably already either in Seymour or just north of it. And it looks like they just issued a new severe thunderstorm watch for this cell. 90-mile-per-hour winds and golf ball size hail. So this is a very destructive storm, nonetheless. Uh, New scan just came in from about 2 minutes ago. Kind of hard to tell what this thing's doing. That might have just been like a quick thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's still on the ground. You still have very strong inflow right here. Um. All right. Just trying to check Twitter here. According to Storm HQ from 6 minutes ago, significant damage along Highway 82 on live streams from Chasers, which I'm not surprised. This is it looks like it might be trying to recycle a little bit. It's not. There's still quite a bit of a noticeable hook, but not as much as it was about a scan or two ago. Let's just take a look real quick here. If it would load, maybe. There we go. Yeah, see, there's quite a noticeable hook here. Then it kind of recycled, and then it got its hook back there. And yeah, I would say it's probably recycling now, but I wouldn't be surprised if there still was a tornado on the ground. It would likely be right. Well, as of this scan, it was probably right over County Road 115. Given how semi-slow it's been going, they just issued a new tornado warning on it. It is back down radar indicated, which I'm not surprised about. The rotation probably would be now near Seymour Municipal or Highway 82, intersecting with County Road 230, I would say. Oh, wait. Okay, that's from 53. All right, that's 2 minutes ago. So this portion of the rotation is going quite slow. Can you see? Yes, okay. I wasn't sure if you could see my cursor. Rotation is going quite slow here, not as fast as I thought. Didn't say it's going 20 miles an hour. 30 miles an hour. I was gonna say it should be going a little quicker than that. Uh, Looks like it might be doing a wobble northeast. Now it's probably over the municipal airport in Seymour. Um, so if you're north of Seymour, if you're in Seymour as well, but if you're especially north of Seymour, Texas, you need to be in cover right now. This has a history of producing a tornado and what sounds like a strong, potentially significant one, according to Storm HQ. And max velocity 9 minutes ago said major damage near Red Springs, Texas, from a large tornado from Jordan Hall. Um, so definitely a good sized tornado just went through Red Springs or near Red Springs. In addition to that, this severe storm itself produced a 90-mile-per-hour wind gust and golf ball size hail. So not only do you have to deal with hurricane force winds, or tornadic like winds of like an EF1, but also golf ball size hail. So you will have likely hail. Well, one, you could have a hail wrap tornado north of Seymour right now. But two, you will have hail being blown at you by 90-mile-per-hour wind. So it is wise to get into cover. Treat this as a tornado warning. If you're not in the tornado warning, treat this storm as like a tornado warning because that's gonna bring a lot of damage. Another thing I want to say is don't park your car under an overpass. That is the most dangerous thing to do. One, with the winds, it's going to create a wind tunnel effect that's going to make those winds significantly worse, and it will allow debris to come into the overpass, significantly increasing the chance of you getting killed or injured by debris, and also damaging more of your property. But your life is more important than your property in this situation. Could be seeing a recycling here. At some point soon. It does look like it. It's hard to tell. This might just be the regular 90-mile-per-hour winds, but I wouldn't be surprised if it tries to recycle here. Uh, that's it might the original rotation might be trying to hang on, or it could be trying to move into the outflow, and that would probably produce a tornado at some point soon. Don't need that to fall. Uh, Personally, I'm not seeing anything at the moment that's screaming tornado on the ground. But it definitely could be on the ground, and it would likely be rain. I mean, it will be rain wrapped, and it'll likely be hail wrapped too. Again, golf ball size hail is occurring in this storm, as well as 90-mile-per-hour winds within the main severe thunderstorm. So definitely need to be in cover, even if you're not in the tornado warning here in Seymour, Texas. Uh, while we're waiting on any more word from that cell, let's go up here into the Great Northeast. I want to check see what's going on here. Uh, Quite a severe line we have here in upstate New York. I think a tornado may have happened, or maybe it was just the winds in Western New York earlier. I saw a chaser I follow from Western New York had a lot of snaps, power poles. Um, can't remember where. It was either the Finger Lakes, or I think it was over here, and I thought it was Dunkirk, but I'm not entirely sure. Um, this line's still holding up pretty well. We do have some broad areas of rotation near like Burlington, New York here, but I would say spin up at the least, or at the most rather. Um, yeah, spin up. Definitely the winds, and that's what it is warned for. It is 60-mile-per-hour winds. Also scrolling Twitter here, just keep an eye on everything. Uh, all right, let's go back to Texas. And I would say in a few minutes here, if it isn't already, there's probably going to be a tornado uh, over Road 1919 and 2582, a bit north of Seymour. This like right over the municipal airport there in Seymour. The rotations are starting to come back together here, so it's not recycling; it's just reorganizing and I mean, that hook could also occlude, but at the moment, could see this becoming a strong tornado here soon. That 90-mile-per-hour winds, that inflow right there, yeah, yeah, that's 35. I think that's like 60, 70 miles an hour. I don't know meters per second too well. I always have to look it up when I'm doing gate to gate shear. Um, but yeah, we could have a tornado forming here soon. Just got to keep an eye on it here. It's kind of a waiting game at the moment. Uh, New scans are coming in. Gotta wait for the velocity. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a tornado on the ground there. Really wouldn't be surprised. It's a very textbook esque cell here. Just waiting for that new scan to come in. I mean, that could be a CC drop, but it's very hard to tell. It's very contaminated in that area. Uh, yeah, I would say there's probably a tornado forming, probably right in this area here, maybe this whole area. This is probably the whole mesocyclone's probably a good couple, about a mile or so. I don't know. I don't have a measure thing. No, I don't. Oh well. If anyone working with weatherwise is listening to this, please get like measuring thing so I can measure the mesoscale, unless I'm missing it horribly. Uh, I don't think that's nope. Get rid of that. Well, here's your entire area of rotation. Now we're keeping an eye on. Actually, I'm going to move that over there. This whole area here. Um, this is my area of interest at the moment. So again, on Ranch Road 1919, it's right over a couple of houses. County Road 105 and 106. It's probably more now, just out off of the runway here at the Seymour Municipal Airport in Seymour, Texas. Uh, oh wait, what? Sorry, I'm looking at Friday in the Northeast. You know how us New Englanders are with our Springfield. Is it? Wow. Okay. All right. Currently on is that the GFS? No, that's the Euro. European model and the GFS are both showing. Okay, that might be a tornado on the ground. Yep, they've probably issued an observed or PDS. No, they're continuing the radar indicator rotation. Okay. Back to what I was saying about Springfield. Looking like we got some severe weather in Springfield, Mass. Possible on Friday. If that's the case, I'm chasing because I need this. I need a storm to chase. I can't wait till June or May, even though May's gonna be Friday, Thursday. Okay, yes, we probably do have a tornado on the ground over the Seymour Municipal Airport. Rotation's very strong in that area there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a bit of a donut hole because of how huge the hook is. But yeah, I would say there's probably a tornado. If it's not on the ground, it's gonna be soon. Um, it's very organized now. Hey, when I'm trying to retweet stuff, it hits the quote tweet instead of the retweet. I don't know. All right. So again, we have yeah. I would say that's on the ground. Personally, I'm gonna say that's on the ground. Likely a tornado on the ground near Highway 82, just north of Seymour, Texas. Very strong couplet there. Very strong couplet. I cannot draw for the life of me on this thing. I mean, I could use my stylus. This is a tablet computer, but um, yeah. So I would definitely say there's a tornado on the ground. Yeah, you can see the BWER, which is basically the donut hole, the vortex hole of a on radar. CC's not saying anything, but it's quite contaminated with all this. So personally, I'm gonna say that's on the ground. Um, we'll have to await an actual word from the National Weather Service, but I would say that's definitely on the ground. Or if not, it's extremely close to. But very, very strong inflow and outflow. We have gate to gate shear of what's that? 16. We're gonna go with that 38 to the 39. So that would be like 70 something, right? I can't do math in my head. 877. 77 ms to mph. That'd be 100. That can't be right. Or was I saying that? Oh, I was getting that one, wasn't I? What was that highest? 39, 39 and a half. This looks like 16. 39, 16. We'll just say it's like 54 or something. 120 miles an hour. That's pretty strong, I would say. All right, I don't need that anymore. So again, we have very very strong velocities right now. This is moving towards the town of Maybell in oh my god, what state are we in? Texas. I can't remember Texas for some reason today. Very sorry. This is moving into and will be moving, probably is moving into the town of Maybell, Texas, and then eventually Fulda, Texas. That looks about it. Um, so if you're in those areas, or if you know someone, make sure they know to be in cover. There is a tornado warning associated. We could be seeing twins here in a second. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. The rotations now looking like that's way too big of a circle. The main area of rotations, again, putting that S in like parentheses, is right in this area here. It's between Highway 82 and Ranch Road 2582, just northeast of Seymour, Texas. Uh, okay, radar just updated. And growing confused the past couple scans here. So it does look like we do have a little bit of a vortex hole, which usually means a tornado is on the ground, or well, strong, very strong enough circulation. Um, we got this bout of circulation here, and then we have this little area. Uh, and the hook itself, I'll put that in a different color. I'll put it in like green. Not green. Yeah, there we go. The hook itself's right in here, something kind of like that. So here's your rotations and your hooks. Yeah, right here. So, I mean, rotation can happen within this area here, within this yellow circle. Any rotations can happen within that. That's how huge the hook is. Definitely a very strong storm to be having this large of a mesocyclone. Was not expecting to go live. Sorry, folks. All right. Yeah, so if you're in Maybell, Texas, please be in cover, stay in cover. I've been calling for Maybell for about 5 minutes now, so a lot of chasers are on this storm, and they're in very, very dangerous spots. So if you're a chaser, and I doubt you're listening, but if you were, probably should have taken a safer option. But I'm not gonna control you. Okay, I'm growing even more confused with every new scan. I'm gonna assume that the hook just occluded, and since it's such a massive hook, it's having a fun time occluding. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's occluded, and now it's probably trying to focus on the storm itself. Is probably trying to focus on more of the severe gust. Um, so you still have 8 mile per hour wind gusts and tennis ball size hail, so very destructive storms are still currently ongoing. Uh, uh, Still, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a tornado still within this area. Within the next few scans, I wouldn't be surprised if there were a couple spin ups. Um, but right now, I think the hook's practically occluded into the storm. Whether it's going to try to do another hook is up in the air, but given how huge the hook was, it's probably going to take time for the storm to recycle itself and try to spit out another hook if it does. I would think it's probably going to go more into a wind threat for the time being, but a couple spin ups can't be ruled out. I did not hit quote. There we go. All right. I have like 3 group chats and they're all going crazy. That's okay. Not 3, 2. Can't count today. Can't think. What else is new? That's the only tornado warning in the country that we're looking at right now, if I'm correct. Yes, I'm always correct. Uh, no new scan coming in yet. Oh wait, that's a new scan right there. Yeah, I'm gonna say this has probably become more of a wind threat, and even then, that wind threat's kind of decreased on this last scan. There's still definitely 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, maybe 80. Um, but I think right now the storm's just trying to figure out what it's doing. You can still see the hook in there. It's still a very majestic looking hook. Um, but I see no area reason, I don't see any reason to believe that a tornado's on the ground right now, but still stay in cover if you're in a tornado warning. That includes you, Mabel. It still includes you, Seymour. Although Seymour, I would say you can get out of cover. The rotation itself's past you. Um, Although I would say though, the winds are still pretty strong near Seymour. So actually, Seymour, I would still stay in cover until the winds pass. Um, so another 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes if you want to be very safe about it. Uh, but yeah, I think right now this just becoming more of a wind threat here. It's just trying to consume the rest of the hook and trying to get it to form within itself. I would think. You can still see it. Still see that outline of the hook right in that area. If there was a tornado on the ground, which again I don't think there is, even with the new radar scan, I really don't think there is. But if there was a tornado, it would be so rain wrapped, and it would be so probably hail wrapped. Not so hail wrapped. It would probably be hail wrapped too. No one would be able to see it until it was too late. Uh, Nothing new from Twitter. They're continuing the tornado warning for this cell. I mean, it is a safe option to do, but not seeing anything that's really suggesting a tornado on the ground at the moment. Maybe up here, maybe up near 183 there, near Lake Kemp. Um, but we'll just keep an eye on it from right now. The environment's very favorable. Well, not very. It is favorable for tornadoes, including strong tornadoes here in Texas. But thankfully, only at the moment it's been this that's been the uh, catching our eyes today. But still have a few hours to go for this event, and I think we're starting near the end of our event in the Northeast and the Appalachians. New York, those areas in New York need to keep an eye on this um, severe line. I think they just extended the severe thunderstorm watch a little bit more into eastern New York. It's very close to Albany now. I don't know why they just didn't issue for this county, but okay. Um, Again, 60, maybe 70 mile per hour winds are possible in this line here. So definitely be careful. I wouldn't rule out a spin up tornado, although I do think it's quite unlikely. Um, but can't rule out a brief spin up or two. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's one there. Uh, again, Albany, Troy, Glens Falls, Saratoga, Springs, all the way down to Rockland and the Catskills, even. Just keep an eye out for this line. I could see some 50, 60, 70 mile per hour winds as it's starting to gradually weaken as it's starting to interact with the high pressure system to my south, which would be like it's over like in this area here, I believe, the high pressure system. Uh, let's look back at our friend in Seymour, Texas. It definitely might be trying to fire back up, but I think it's pretty much outflow dominant here. Uh, no real. They just reissued the tornado warning, so I think they're doing this based on precaution. I can't speak today. I'm sorry. Again, I wasn't prepared for this. I saw a particularly dangerous situation on this cell, so I was like, "All right, let's go live," because it was heading towards Seymour. It looked like. So I'm just a little all over the place. So sorry about that. Also trying to deal with college and all that. But tornado warning continues for Maybell and now includes Dundee and Mankins, Texas. The Mesonet in Seymour, Texas, according to our friends at Storm HQ, 106-mile-an-hour wind gusts just got reported at a Mesonet in Seymour, Texas. So 106 miles an hour in Seymour, Texas, right now. So even though there's no tornado on the ground in Seymour, the winds are seeing about EF1 to approach an EF2 strength. So that's enough to destroy a mobile home, or at least knock it over, and roll it over a couple times over, um, and do some damage to well-built homes too. Not a whole lot of damage, but definitely like roofs and siding being torn off. Uh, Problem with Texas with these storms is Texas has had very wrapped hooks. I mean that I think Robert Lee, Texas. I think that was the one with the Fujiwara effect. I don't think that's going to happen with this storm. Definitely not. Uh, but that one was very like it was wrapped within the storm itself and had that tornado. So this what I'm trying to say here is basically if there's going to be a tornado, it's going to be so rain wrapped, no matter where you are, you're not going to see it until it's on top of you. Uh, like the worst barricades you can think of. Could be a couple areas like right in here too. For rotation, definitely keep an eye on that. Live for half an hour does not feel like it. Feels longer. Just got a new tornado warning in Ohio, so let's fly over to Ohio here, near Akron. It's not including the city of Akron. It's just to the southwest of it. And I see why they've warned it here. Is it hook in there? Yeah, I would say it's a bit of a hook. This is a tornado warning. This includes the cities slash towns of Westfield Center, Burbank, Seville, Rittman, Doylestown, Marshallville, and Wadsworth, Ohio. So if you're in those areas, please take cover now. Get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Stay away from windows. If you do not have an underground shelter, go into a windowless closet or bathroom. If you're in the bathroom, please go into the bathtub. Put something heavy on top of you, like a mattress, so that way you don't get blown out of the tub, or hold on to the tub. But tornadoes can and will be stronger than humans. This rotation is over Crawford Corners here on Route 42 and Road 29 and 111. Just moving into the town of Burbank. So again, if you're in Rittman, Wadsworth, and Doylestown, Ohio, please be in cover. You do have a tornado warning. It's broad, but I can see why they issued the tornado warning. And then it's moving fast. Jeez. Uh, Rotations are a bit disorganized this newest scan, but still Burbank gets right on top of you. Creston, Jackson, Seville, Doylestown, Wadsworth, Rittman. Please be in cover still. Might be recycling over here, maybe, unless I have no idea. We've been live, what, 36 minutes. We've been live 36 minutes, and the radar's confusing me. It's confusing everyone, I think. Go back to Texas. It's already 8:30 here. Jeez. It's very disorganized. I'm kind of surprised they haven't said that it's gonna expire at 7:30 over there, over in Texas, 8:30 my time. Let's see here. Not seeing anything new from Twitter, which is good. This cell, though, in Texas, continues with the destructive tag for 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts and tennis ball size hail. So, again, if there is no tornado, which I really doubt there's a tornado in this storm, nor do I really see any production of a tornado soon, but that definitely can change, and still stay in cover if you're in the tornado warnings. If there's no tornado, the winds and the hail are still as dangerous and potentially deadly as a tornado would be. Not only is tennis ball size hail coming from the skies, but also 80-mile-per-hour winds. So treat this as a tornado warning, even if you're not in the tornado warning. The winds and hail are just as destructive as a tornado can be. Did they just issue a new tornado warning, or did they just update it? I don't know. It looked like that one of those arrows just changed. Not sure though. But yeah, if New England, I just retweeted something on Friday for New England. If we see something in New England and it's not too far away, right after school, I will go chasing. I will make sure I can go chasing. I don't have my license yet, so I'll have to have my dad drive me. But I'm gonna try my hardest. If Friday looks really good to chase. Um, since there's since both tornado warnings are pretty broad, I just want to check in Ohio real quick just to be safe. Um, yeah, keep an eye on it, but I don't think it's really gonna do much. I think they're gonna get rid of it at some point. Yeah, they probably should. If we do have severe weather Friday in New England, I will show you areas. So this morning I was thinking probably a corridor around here that has very interesting thermodynamics on. Of course, I'm not using the cams like NAM because it's terrible this far out. It's not really that good till you get to about 48 hours out. Um, the person looks like a new severe thunderstorm warning for Scranton, Pennsylvania. We'll check in that in a second here. Let's get that. That's for 60 mile per hour wind gusts, even though it's moving east at 70 miles an hour. That's about it. So personally, where I would probably chase on Friday, because I probably can't go. I have no idea what we're doing on Friday. Hopefully nothing much. If I want to go chasing, if I'm going to be chasing on Friday, this is probably going to be my limits. Although actually, we'll put all of the Berkshires in there. This is probably going to be my limits. I'll probably stick close to Springfield because I live around that area. I do have a spot somewhere here in the couple spots actually on the Connecticut River. I look for spots anywhere that I can see west. If I could see west very well, that's why I like if there's any Massachusetts natives watching here, especially Western Mass. First off, hello, and second of all, storm chasing 101 for New England. You got to find an open spot, and that's very hard to find. I wonder why. But if you were ever to be chasing here in the Northeast, I would recommend east of the Connecticut River, places like Hatfield, Hadley, Sunderland, Amherst, farmland. Stay away from downtown and stuff, but especially like Sunderland and Whately and Hatfield and portions of Hadley definitely have open spots with farmland. Basically everywhere leading towards like the Hampshire Mall and UMass Amherst. Definitely some farmland out that way. Once you leave downtown and the campus itself. So that would probably be where I'd chase on Friday if Friday does prevail. Other than March 31st, which was an awesome lightning show. That was the greatest lightning show I've seen for an early season event. But since then, nothing's really verified where I am. Although storms have formed east of my house and done pretty well up till they get towards the Boston area. Keep an eye on this, but I don't think it's going to do much. And there's a tornado warning for Frederick, Oklahoma. So why don't we take a look there? Maybe. I don't want to grab that. Yeah, come on, there we go. That's right on top of the radar. This is going to be fun. All right, so here's your rotation in Friedrich, Oklahoma, in that area. Not gonna, yeah, we're not gonna have anything there. Keep an eye on it. It is moving into the. It's probably right over Frederick at this point. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'm having problems with my internet here, so if I do end the live stream, I'm not actually ending the live stream. Um, my internet's being a little. I think it's because I got my live stream going right now here. I'm watching it on my phone, make sure it's running well. And then obviously I'm watching Max Velocity's live stream. Um, so if my stream does go down, it's probably because my internet can't handle it. And then there's obviously other people in the house living with me. Um, uh, yeah, so we'll keep an eye on this in Friedrich and, no, 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 no.